The Buy Now, Pay Later Scam, What They Don't Want You to Know, by James Fisher. Introduction. We live in a world where instant gratification is the norm. Want something? Buy it now. Can't afford it? Just break it into small payments. That's the promise of Buy Now, Pay Later services like Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, and Sezzle. They offer a tempting deal. Get what you want today and pay for it later. Interest-free and hassle-free. It sounds like a win-win, especially when cash is tight or you just don't want to deal with a credit card. No interest, no credit check, just 4 easy payments. What could go wrong? A lot, actually. Behind the friendly logos and simple apps lies a dangerous system that's putting millions of people into quiet debt. It's designed to encourage overspending, hide true costs, and profit from your financial slip-ups. While the companies claim they're helping you, the reality is they're banking on your mistakes. This book pulls back the curtain on how Buy Now, Pay Later really works, why it's not as harmless as it looks, and what you can do to protect yourself from falling into the trap. Because when it comes to your money, what you don't know can cost you big. Chapter 1. At first glance, Buy Now, Pay Later services seem simple enough. You go online, find something you like, a $200 pair of shoes, for example. Instead of paying all at once, the store offers you an alternative. Pay $50 now and the rest in 3 more equal payments every 2 weeks. No interest, no fees, just easy installments. This split now, pay later option looks harmless, even helpful. But that's exactly what makes it dangerous. It hides the full price of the item, breaks it into chunks, and makes you feel like you're spending less than you really are. The psychological trick is powerful. $50 now feels easier than $200 upfront, so you're more likely to buy. And you're not alone. Millions of people are using Buy Now, Pay Later services to make everyday purchases, from clothes and cosmetics to electronics and groceries. It's fast, simple, and addictive. But most users don't realize that they're taking on a form of short-term debt. Unlike credit cards, many Buy Now, Pay Later platforms don't run full credit checks. That means they're not asking the big question, can you actually afford this? They just want you to buy now and buy more. In fact, that's the entire business model. Buy Now, Pay Later companies make their money in 3 main ways: merchant fees, late fees, and selling your data. Retailers pay them a percentage of every sale. If you miss a payment, they charge you. And they collect information about what you buy and when, then use it to get you to spend more. This means the more you use it, the more they earn. If you overspend, forget a payment, or fall behind, they win. That's not convenience. That's exploitation disguised as a friendly service. Chapter 2. Buy Now, Pay Later companies are smart. They know how people think. They know that breaking a big payment into small parts makes it feel easier. They know that people love getting things right away. And they know that most people don't plan ahead. These services are designed to play with your emotions. When you see something you want, you feel excited. That excitement can override logic. Buy Now, Pay Later lets you act on that emotion instantly without thinking about the long-term cost. People often tell themselves they'll pay it off on time. But life happens. An unexpected bill, a forgotten payment. Suddenly, you're hit with a late fee, and maybe another. It snowballs. Buy Now, Pay Later companies also keep things vague. They use friendly words like pay in 4. No interest and no hidden fees. But many users don't read the fine print. They assume it's all risk-free. It's not. And because it's not a traditional loan, people don't treat it seriously. But it is debt. Real debt. And like any debt, it can hurt your credit, your bank account, and your peace of mind. Chapter 3. Buy Now, Pay Later might say there's no interest. But that doesn't mean it's free. First, there are late fees. Miss a payment, and you'll often get hit with a charge. Keep missing payments, and those charges stack up. In some cases, you can end up paying more in fees than the item originally cost. Then there are bank fees. If a Buy Now, Pay Later payment tries to go through and you don't have enough in your account, you could get charged an overdraft fee by your bank. Some Buy Now, Pay Later services also report to credit bureaus. If you don't pay on time, it could hurt your credit score. That can make it harder to get a loan, rent an apartment, or even get a job. Plus, there's the emotional cost. Many users report feeling stressed, anxious, or guilty after using buy now, pay later. They regret their purchases. They worry about payments. They feel stuck. It all adds up. Buy now, pay later isn't just splitting a payment. It's splitting your peace of mind. Chapter 4. Retailers love buy now, pay later because it boosts sales. When shoppers use buy now, pay later, they buy more. Studies show that people using buy now, pay later spend up to 30% more than they would with cash or credit. That's why so many stores push it. They want you to feel like you can afford more than you really can. They want you to think, why not get the shoes in the bag? It's only a few payments. But remember, they're businesses. Their goal is not to help you manage money. Their goal is to sell you things. Buy now, pay later is just a tool to help them do it. When you use buy now, pay later, you're not getting a favor. You're entering a system designed to keep you spending. The more you buy, the better it is for them. So the next time a website offers buy now, pay later, pause. Ask yourself, who benefits most from this? If it's not you, think twice. Chapter 5. Buy now, pay later might seem harmless at first, but for many people, it leads to a debt spiral. You use it once, then again. Suddenly you have 4 or 5 purchases to manage. Payments start overlapping. You forget one, then another. Before you know it, you're juggling a bunch of small debts that feel overwhelming. This system hits young people especially hard. Many teens and young adults are using BNPL without fully understanding it. They have little financial experience. They might not even have steady income, yet they're being given easy access to debt. Lower-income households are also more likely to use buy now, pay later. When money is tight, spreading out payments seems like a solution, but it often just delays the pain. Buy now, pay later can make things look affordable when they're not. That illusion leads to overbuying and underplanning. And once you're in the debt cycle, it's hard to get out. Chapter 6. Buy now, pay later isn't going away, but you can protect yourself. The first step is awareness. Know what you're signing up for. Read the terms. Set reminders. Treat buy now, pay later like real debt, because it is. Better yet, avoid it when you can. If you can't afford something today, ask yourself if you really need it. Maybe wait and save instead. Use a budget. Track your spending. Build an emergency fund. These habits help you rely less on borrowing and more on planning. If you've already used BNPL and feel stuck, don't panic. Make a list of what you owe. Set up payment reminders. Contact the provider if needed. And try not to add any new purchases until you're caught up. Most of all, remember, you control your money, not the other way around. Don't let flashy apps and slick marketing pull you into unnecessary debt. Stay smart, stay informed, and spend with confidence. Conclusion. Buy now, pay later is a slick, modern trap. It looks like flexibility and feels like freedom, but for many people, it leads to debt, stress, and regret. What starts as 4 easy payments can quickly spiral into missed bills, overdraft fees, and damage to your credit score. The companies behind BNPL don't want you to think about the risks. They want you to focus on the now, not the pay later part. Because the longer you delay, the more they can charge. The more you forget, the more they earn. But now you know better. The smartest move you can make is to pause before you click buy. Ask yourself, do I need this? Can I afford it without borrowing? If not, the answer is simple. Don't buy it yet. Debt doesn't have to be part of your daily life. With awareness, discipline, and better choices, you can stay in control of your money and out of the buy now, pay later trap. Subscribe for more videos.